Alright y'all, sassy men, let's talk about them. Being sassy ain't nothing new for women. It's the norm apparently for them, and that's why they accuse men of being sassy and all of that, because that's simply not their place. It's a woman's place. Is that sexist? I don't know. Don't click off the video yet though, because I got a point to saying all this stuff. I promise it's not just baseless statements that won't contribute to your actual knowledge. I'm gonna use the best source currently to teach yourself about things, ChatGPT, Gen Z's Lord and Savior and the sole contributor to why 90% of us are statistically a bunch of idiots. Or will be. Not to say that you can't change that though. ChatGPT gave me this definition of being sassy as a person. Y'all can pause the video and read it. Doing so will save me a full line of script, so I encourage you to please do so. First, I'm gonna start off with the parts that ChatGPT got somewhat correct. Sharp and sarcastic attitude. Absolutely. That's being sassy. Shade, quick comebacks, exaggerated responses. Yeah, that's true. The proper definition, basically like how ChatGPT describes it, is in relation to attitude. This is conceptually true because being sassy is a personality trait or having a certain attitude about you. Where we struggle to understand this shitty word is our application of it to others. Being sassy is like a God-given right to women because, I mean, that's how y'all basically claim it is or whatever. Being sassy involves you not having much regard for another person's feelings, which is true to some extent. What I don't understand is that we all typically regard women as more emotionally driven creatures, right? Y'all aren't emotionally intelligent. I said driven for a reason. Not to say men are emotionally intelligent, because best believe I know they aren't. If I put it on a spectrum, women are probably here when it comes to being emotionally intelligent, and men are probably around here. If we can agree on the fact that y'all oftentimes more than not are emotionally intelligent, you should be able to acknowledge that y'all probably aren't generally sassy, which y'all think you are. I think y'all women think that voicing an opinion or any source of sarcasm from a man makes them sassy, and it could be even a little bit. And y'all often coincide this description of being sassy with actions such as that. Here's why y'all think this. Y'all view men as accessories. Let's put it this way so y'all women can understand this. Y'all carry these big ass tote bags and purses full of BS and whatever the hell, right? For the most part, these are used to style y'all for whatever purpose other than simply having a bag to hold things. I'm a sidetrack because I'm sick of y'all wanting to wear these heavy ass purses and complain about it after the fact. I ain't gonna lie, this is for the college kids and high school kids that wear purses. If your purse is heavy, why don't you use a regular ass book bag that holds more stuff and is way more efficient than whatever the fuck this is? Anyway, back to the analogy. You have this bag full of things, right? It looks good with your fit, matches your aesthetic, and the added bonus is it's resourceful. Men are purses in the eyes of women. Women sit there and look at men as essentially bigger purses. Y'all want us to match your aesthetic, y'all want us to be dependable and resourceful, and y'all want us to look good with you, much like your shitty ass purse. Y'all might be wondering why I've been more filtered this video, and that's because I'm monetized now. That and numerous people have told me to chill out on my use of the N-word. Bottom line, men to y'all are objects. But man don't just shut up and be that fancy toy on your arm and instead states his opinion, gets fresh with you, and I quote, clocks your tea. That man isn't just a man anymore. He's now a sassy man. I forgot to mention, ChatGPT also gave me descriptions of actions that describe a sassy man. A man side-eyeing you isn't sassy. A man side-eyeing you means you simply said something stupid. Or he's just weird. But, you know, we're not really worried about hypotheticals and context right now. Everyone has side-eyed someone at least once in their life. There is no possible way you haven't. Lick remarks, I'll give it a pass because this will go under the definition of being cheeky. Dramatic hand gestures, that's not being sassy. That's being zesty. Let's stop getting this confused. You doing shit like you're Santana don't make you sassy. Although in some ways it does. Like, this can't be possibly justified. Like, come on, the sudden surge of this epidemic stems from y'all women simply not liking opinionated men. Y'all want men that sit there and do nothing but take up space and are nice to look at. Basically, y'all want strictly eye candy. Now, the obvious argument would be, are you saying I should date somebody ugly? No, it'd be nice if the world works that way, though. Sorry to everyone that's considered chopped by general standards. Y'all are beautiful in my eyes. The problem is that in our world, we're more liberal than ever. If we jump back 40 years, I can wholeheartedly guarantee that there is no person walking the planet that would be able to put a FOTS mask on their head and walk around without being socially ostracized or arrested publicly. In being this liberal, we obviously have the freedom to express what we don't like and what we do like, regardless of how red pill or crazy those statements may be. Because of this freedom of speech and freedom of expression, we generate an influx of sassy men in the world. It's literally in the equation I made up. The next reason for a sassy men epidemic is our definition of being attractive. There are the general straight things of being considered attractive, and then there are the more liberal things to being considered attractive. The term liberal is the connecting point to everything if you aren't already aware. An example of a general thing of being attractive is having good physical features. Now this could also go into a more broader term depending on the culture you're in, because we have cultures that like more feminine qualities in the face while maintaining a bit of masculinity. But for the sake of argument, we're going to say most cultures like the masculinity look, sharp jawline and all. And an example of a more liberally attractive thing would be like your emotional expression and vibe, where people have different definitions for qualities they may find attractive. We take specifically this reason into account. Some people now find leaning out of a serious stoic appeal and expressing themselves beyond traditional masculinity is indeed more masculine, which I guess makes sense depending on how you look at it. To coincide with that, rather than being this alpha male type of funny, people see the vision of being playful and more witty, and also know women are starting to see this as more attractive. Yet y'all women get this confused because this is regarded as also being sassy. Let me put it this way, y'all women claim to hate the nonchalant ass, I can't say the N-word anymore, damn. Y'all hate nonchalant men, right? They're bland, got no expressiveness to them, absolutely no color. And to most women between the ages of 18 and 24 watching this video, you 9 times out of 10 have messed with a guy like this before, getting done dirt by them. I know this because I've been that guy on the phone at 2 a.m. as you sit there and tell me about said bro and what he's done, which 9 times out of 10, you were blind to realizing that he was doing you dirt. We're going off tangent here, so let me bring y'all back in. Would y'all rather this bland piece of meat or this seasoned guy with some expressiveness to him? Because that's all sassy guys are. Guys with expression to them. Anyways, this was supposed to be my dedicated video to Women's History Month, so I hope y'all find something useful to take away from it. And yes, I'm well aware it's not Women's History Month anymore, so don't get on me. I've been very busy indeed. Anyways, comment your opinion to Sassy Men. I'll pin after a couple days which one I think is funniest or whatever. Depends on my mood.